Okay, this is a quick tutorial on how to use Repeater Host. We're going to assume that your printer is already on. You hear the fans running. It's plugged into your laptop, so it's all connected. And that you've already gone to Thingiverse through Microsoft Edge and downloaded the model that you want, and it's in your downloads folder. These are all everything that needs to be done before we start this process. Okay, so now we're going to open up Repeater Host. And then we're going to, up here in the upper corner, upper left-hand corner, we're going to click Connect. It should turn blue. That means you've connected. And then we're going to come over here to Manual Control. And it should say up here, Idle. That means you're connected, you're ready to go. You can control your axes and whatnot right from here if you wanted to. You could click, that's 1 millimeter, that's 10 millimeters, that's 0.1 millimeters. That is the Z axis, and this is your extruder. Generally, you're not going to use these. You can use this to home. You can hit the home button there. But the main thing we want to do in here is we want to come in here and we want to start preheating the bed, so we're going to click on that icon. And then we want to preheat the extruder, so we're going to click on that icon as well. You'll hear the slight change in pitch on the fans as the thing starts to heat up. You can also look up here on the display. The upper left-hand set of numbers is your extruder temperature. Current is 86, 88, it's rising. And then the upper right hand is your bed temperature. That is set to preheat to 60. It is currently at 26. So we've got Repeater Host. We've opened it, we've connected, we've gone to the Manual tab, we've clicked bed temperature and extruder temperature. It is preheating. So now let's place our objects. So we're going to go to the Object tab. We're going to hit this little plus. As soon as the cursor's, there we go. So we're going to hit the Object, Add Object. Okay, and then this is, you're going to go to your download folder. So these are your STL files that you've downloaded. So I'm just going to select one. I don't even know what this is. I'm just going to select it, and I'm going to open it. Okay. So I got placed on the bed. So now we can use these here to rotate, lay flat, do whatever we need to do for best print. This particular object, I think, is going to be best if it's laying on its side. So we need to rotate this. So we're going to come up here to the Rotate object. And then we're going to, I don't remember which axis this is specifically. There. So that was the x-axis. We clicked the 90, plus 90. It rotated it exactly 90 and laid it down flat. That's what we want. The other thing we can do too is we can click on this to center the object, which it should be centered, but if you add more objects, you may need to center them. And here you can also do some scaling if you need to, but generally the only thing you're really going to work with is the Rotate object. And generally you're going to rotate it in 90-degree rotations. Okay, so once you've got your object placed the way you like it, now you're going to go to the Slicer tab. You're going to click on that. For quick prints, we're going to leave, so everything should be pretty much default. You want your print configuration to be default. You want your adhesion type generally to be brim. For quick quality, you want 0.2 millimeters. For speed, you want fast. For infill, I generally like to go about 20%. You can go less if you want to use a little less material, if it doesn't have to be super strong. You can go more if it needs to be stronger. So once you've got your settings, and again, generally for our quick prints, we're going to go 0.2 millimeters, and our speed is going to be on fast. If you want better quality, you can change this drop down to 0.1 millimeters, so your layers will be thinner, and you can kick your speed down. A good speed for a decent quality print would be about medium, somewhere in between. But you can play with that till you get a good print. And then you're going to slice it. It's going to do its thing. All right, and then since we're already connected and preheated, now we just hit the print button. And now your printer head is going to home itself and do the auto leveling and do what it's got to do and commence printing. So hang out for a few minutes, make sure that it starts printing the brim okay and that there aren't any issues. If it does fail, there is an emergency stop button right here on your screen. So if the head crashes in or something's not working right, you can tap that and it immediately stops. Okay? So that's pretty much it.